How, Da Ying?
We won again!
This is good. But what is best in life?
The open steppe, fleet horse, falcons at your wrist, and the wind in your hair.
Wrong! Conan, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
That is good. That is good.
Well, hey, this is Mac Monroe, and that was a really, really fun movie. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. Super violent, and there's I guess a lot of things you probably wouldn't want to show your kids. But for whatever reason, that line has always stood out to me as being significant. What is best in life? And so I want us to think about what that is today. So what I would recommend is that you got to figure out what is best in life for you. Now this goes outside of family, it goes outside of faith, whatever that is for you, but think about it career-wise. So I can remember back when I was in the Navy, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And so for about 12 years, I was basically unfocused. And I got a degree in healthcare management, and then I worked on a master's degree in organizational leadership. And really, I thought I wanted to be a naval officer at the time, which I guess down deep inside, it wasn't all that exciting to me, but it was at least a goal. My wife was all excited about it, but I never really felt like it was my goal. Well, on the morning of October the 11th, 1996, I had a really frustrating encounter with one of the worst bosses I ever had when I was in the Navy, and almost took a swing at that guy. And after that, it's like the light came on, and I knew for me what was going to be best in life. And that's my goal. That was at the time, and still today, I wanted to develop the next great generation of great bosses. And so if you said, Mac, what is best in life? I would say it is a world with awesome bosses in it. That would be best in life for me. So think about what it might be for you. So, we have all kinds of career goals and things that you might want to do. The thing that I would really challenge you with, though, is if this is going to be easy to attain, it may not be the thing that is best in life for you. It's got to actually make you work really hard. And so I hope it's not lost on you as we're doing this drawing that you see a mountain here. And on the top, of course, is the sun. And then it says, what is best in life? Now, there is no elevator that will take you to the top of the mountain. The way to get up that mountain is to take a series of diagonal tracks. We call those switchbacks. So let's take my journey. And so this was 1996. Well, I knew that if I was going to create the next great generation of bosses, that was not going to happen in the Navy for me. There's just no way. So my first switchback was to make the choice to walk out of the Navy at the 15-year mark, which a lot of people think is crazy. But for me, it made sense. I guess I'm kind of paraphrasing Billy Crystal in When Harry Met Sally. He says, when you find out who you want to spend the rest of your life with, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. And that was the case for me. I wanted to do this new thing with my life, and I was ready. So I decided to walk out of the Navy. So I took my first job at a place called UT Medical Group in Memphis, Tennessee, and it was working in the HR department doing supervisor development. And I knew that was not where I was going to wind up. I knew that was a stepping stone. So we were there for about a year. My wife got transferred to the East Coast, so I took a job at a trade association. Very quickly, I knew that that was definitely not going to get me up the mountain. So I started applying for another job right away and took a job doing all the management development for a big hospital. And that was great. And it was really fun. I hated the boss I had there, but I loved what I was doing. But I think a part of me knew that I was getting complacent. So I decided to get out of there after a year and a half. I went back to the association mainly because I knew I could work part-time there. And that's when I started doing really my business. I started laying out the business plan. I started developing curriculum. And that's when I finally fired my boss and started on my own. So while I was working on my own, I was taking some contract work, helping people transition out of the military. I was doing some contract training. But all the while, I was learning new things. And what was really nice about this is when I knew a track was not going to get me higher, I was able to turn it down. So I can't tell you that I am at the top of this mountain now, but I will tell you that this has been the journey right here. And so if you want to find out what's best in life, that's something only you can determine. And then it's up to you to get up that mountain. So why don't you make it a goal now that we are kind of stuck in COVID-19 and everybody's business is kind of slowing down. This is a great time to recalibrate, maybe to spend some time kind of reloading, figuring out what you really want to do. And maybe now's the time to figure out, if I'm going to end this world by saying I achieved what is best in life, I think we need to put the plan in place right now. So I hope that is helpful for you. I hope you get started right away. If you ever want to just chat about your journey, feel free to email me. My email address is mack, M-A-C-K, @thebossbuilders.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm excited to see where you go on your journey.